I've been here a long time, and I will tell you that was probably the most pathetic baseball game I've ever seen a group play.
He expects a lot. You're not just his player, you're his son.
Bunch of freaking honest! You don't play like that for me!
My son will be 30. My son graduated here playing for Brooks, and he was this way back then.
I said, work your f***ing hard!
Coaches always try to motivate their students, but still, some of the words he used could have been different.
You don't wear the uniform and play like that for me!
The longtime baseball coach at La Mirada High School in California, right now on paid administrative leave. Kim Brooks, Coach Brooks, went on a 17-minute profanity-laced rant after his team lost a game. Many folks want the coach benched for good, but others are coming to his defense.
I will tell you that was probably the most pathetic baseball game I've ever seen a group play. I said, work your f***ing hard! I told you there was one thing that makes a difference between La Mirada and other schools. The one reason we compete with teams bigger and badder than us is our heart. Where the f*** was that? Bunch of f***ing freaking honest! You don't play like that for me! You don't wear the uniform and play like that for me!
Now, there's 17 minutes worth. I've listened to a little bit more. A lot of F-bombs being dropped. F this, F that, F this, F that. Let me bring in Mike Brooks, because I think we see this a little bit differently, Mike. So I want you to give your point of view, your argument why this guy is a good coach and should not be reprimanded or suspended or perhaps fired for what he did.
Well, first of all, he's got a great last name, Brooks. Okay? So
right.
With that aside, look, we coddle kids too much. You get into organized sports, you get into baseball, you know what? I'm sorry. I don't believe in giving every little kid a trophy just for playing. You're either a winner or you're a loser. This guy was trying to motivate these kids. What's wrong with that? Now, I'm not crazy about all the F-bombs, okay? But he's been there as a coach for a long time. I bet you if you go back and you talk to his players, when they were coming through, players maybe moved on to the next level, it was because of this coach.
All right. He's also a coach, and he's an educator and a teacher. And here's the problem that I have, Mike, and it comes from the hypocrisy of what's going on, because we expect certain things from our students, and the teachers should be held to the same standards. Let me show you first the La Mirada High School vision statement, okay? This is the vision for the school that he's an educator at. La Mirada High School will provide a comprehensive education in a safe, caring, and supportive environment where all students will develop their individual skills, talents, and self-esteem to become productive members of society, which is an admirable vision for the school. Is dropping F-bombs at the kids because they lost in line with that? Then
that's for the classroom. We're not talking about the playing field.
That's for the whole high school. That's for the whole high school. All right, let's go to the athletic field, because each athlete at La Mirada High School has to sign the Code of Ethics. Number 6 on the Code of Ethics for all the players, the students, the children. Refrain from the use of profanity, vulgarity, and other offensive language and gestures. They have to sign something where they can't do it, yet their coach is teaching them that this is the way you act when you lose and you want to get motivated. To me, it's bad news, Mike, and it's hypocrisy.
Vinny, do you really believe that all these kids, these baseball players, oh, yes, sir, no, sir. Yeah, to the coach they probably are, but to each other, do you think they're like that? You know, it's an organized team. You play sports. I played organized sports. And look, I had a coach like this, Al Birch. One of the greatest
and look at Mike. He turned out just fine.
One of the greatest men I ever knew. And he was kind of like this guy. You know, look at some of the other great coaches in college that have been kind of a little bit off the wall.
To me, college is a little bit different than high school. High school, you're talking 14 to 18-year-old boys. They're not men yet. And he's trying to teach them to be men. One more in the Code of Ethics, right? This is number 11. Remember, this whole rant is after a loss. Number 11, win with character, lose with dignity. Again, going against his own Code of Ethics.
Oh, so win with character, that means everybody gets a trophy.
No,
Even if you lose every game of the season, let's give Johnny and little Susie a trophy because they played.
Let's listen to a little bit more, Mike. Let's think a little more of Coach Brooks, the other Coach Brooks.
You ain't gonna play. Why am I gonna bust my ass to get you in a position to compete for a championship? You're not gonna listen to my ass. There's a lot of pride about this program. You just If you go up that plate and you're doing your thing, I'll pull your out. There's no room to around. You can't dive for a ball in the infield, you. Can't make a routine play, you. Let somebody else try to make a routine play.
The other problem I have with this, Mike, is a lot of these kids are going to be parents, and they may not be high school coaches, but they may be like youth sports coaches, and this is how they're learning. This is how you teach and motivate kids to play sports, and to me, that is wrong.
Look, I agree. I don't agree with all the language, but the way the message is sent, put out to these kids, okay, guys, now look, we got to dive for that ball.
I think there's a mid-road we can reach here, Mike. Now, there's a strong social media push by former players and students trying to save the coach's job. It's called #FreeTheRedMan.